Going to do a barbecue shredded chicken in the crock pot. I came upon this a recipe for the barbecue sauce, but it's unfamiliar recipe to me. It's 1 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of hot sauce, which is optional. I have no idea what this is going to taste like, so I'm actually going to cut this recipe down to 1/4 and try the sauce. There's no point in making a lot of this sauce, excuse me, if I don't like it. It's just thrown me a wee bit with having chili powder and curry powder in it. Usually it's tomato ketchup, Worcester sauce, sugar and apple cider vinegar, but I'll be interested to see what the combination's like, so we'll make up just 1/4 of this recipe and see what it tastes like. Okay, so it's asked for 1 cup of ketchup, so I'm going to do 1/4 cup of ketchup. It's just this ordinary one out of Lidl's I use, Baps one. So if we 1/4 cup measure here. It's 1/4 cup of ketchup going in. That all out. 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce. So that would be 1/2 tablespoon. Interested to see what this tastes like. And if I don't like it, I'm not wasting a whole load of ingredients. And that'll be 1/2 tablespoon of brown sugar. It's 1/2 tablespoon of brown sugar. And 1 tablespoon of chili powder. So I'm going to use those 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, and I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm using this Kashmiri chili. It's a new one to me, but I've heard a lot of people cooking with it and say that the flavour is lovely. So I'm just going to I'll put a scant 1/2 tablespoon of the chili powder and 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder. So I'm going to cut that down to 1.5. So that would be 3/2. I'm going to put in 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of just this medium curry powder I have. And trying to put level and scant. Okay. I'll give this a bit of a mix and see what it tastes like. And if it tastes good, then I'll go ahead and make a batch up for a slow cooker for barbecue chicken. Okay. Clean teaspoon. And wow. Let's grab another spoon. It's nice. There's definitely heat coming from it. So I'm glad I actually reduced the amount of curry powder and chili powder. That is nice. But you know I'm going to try in it. a wee bit of apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of this and see if it changes the flavour any. That's just 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And give it another mix. There's enough sweetness in it. There's enough heat, but I want a wee bit of tang. And if you're going to try something new, I reckon it's always better to do a small amount. There's no point in making this if you're not going to eat it. So, and you go through quite a lot of teaspoons, but what's it washing a few teaspoons? Let's try this. You know what? Just with adding that little bit of apple cider vinegar has changed that. You're getting the heat, you're getting the sweetness, and you're getting the tang. So I'm going to actually put down on this that I added 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to quarter recipe. And that is good. So now that I know that it's edible, I can actually go ahead and we'll make up 1 for the crock pot for tonight and 1 for, I'm going to bag 1 up as well. Take it off here for a second, and I'm just going to put barbecue chicken on it. BBQ chicken for shredding. And looking forward to this tonight. That dinner last night was lovely. I couldn't believe how much he enjoyed that. Chicken casserole with the soup mix, and he was actually like, that sauce is amazing. But I did actually say to him, I wouldn't be that mean. I said to him afterwards, you'll not guess what I made that with. So, and he said yes, he would eat it again. So happy days. Okay. Crock pot 1 for tonight and the 1 for the freezer. Okay. Ollie's frozen. I always slice you've seen me, I slice my chicken breast. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, and that little bit of a breast in there. And no, I don't want to put that one in. And the 1 for the crock pot, I'm going to put fresh chicken in. Just get my hands washed. You always want to wash your hands, guys, if you're going between chicken and your bags, etc. Now, let's see if I can get this in here without it going all over the place. I'll just pour it all in there. And by all means, you can just go ahead and put ordinary barbecue sauce in here, but when I've got the ingredients at hand to make up my own sauce, I'd rather keep my barbecue sauce for actual pouring sauce for the table. And you've seen how long. Didn't take very long to do that. Okay. I'll get this one off, and I'll get some chicken cut up and put into that one. And that bag holder's got in the wash as well. Put some of that sauce on it. Okay. So I want to just close it like that. Well, I don't trust these slider tops. And just give it a smush right in there before I seal it. Just get that sauce over everything. And when I go to use this, I'll defrost it, and no doubt I will tear the bag and scrape the whole bag down, so you're not leaving anything back. Okay. So I just want to take that open a wee bit and let as much air out as I can. That's good. And that's one for the freezer. BBQ chicken. And I'm going to put this straight into the freezer flat here. Just get rid of that, I don't like it sitting out. And I want my paring knife. Okay, so just want to cut off any of those, like that stringy bit. Don't like the look of that. And just check both sides. So that looks fine. So I'm going to do what I usually do. Just go right down the middle. And there's a big lump of fat there, which you don't want. And I'm going to defrost some of the baps I made. I made a video on them as well. And we'll have this tonight with just some fries. That'll be handy wee dinner. A few housework chores I need to do this afternoon, so at least I know dinner's on. Get that big lump of fat off. You alright?
Away with these bloody things. See you later.
Okay. See you later. No worries. You just trim all your smut off. And a big lump of fat there I don't want. Okay. And just push down on the, always cut it from the thickest part. And this is obviously going to be too much for us for one meal, but what's left I'll be freezing. And that'll be two dinners or possibly more. And it's all cooked in the one pot. And there's a big sinew right there or something. I don't want that on there. And always try to work with quite a sharp knife. There's less accidents with sharp knives than there are with blunt. So, makes sense. A sharp knife's much easier to work with. Okay. Just cut that straight down the middle. And that seems too good in as well. Now, just get the hands washed again. Just give it a wee stir in there just to get everything coated. And that looks like just about the right amount of sauce. And it smells good. And whenever this cooks, I'll shred that all down actually in the pot and put it on top of the baps tonight. Okay. straight in. I'll turn her straight on. I'm going to put it on to medium and get a cloth. I always do this. Make sure your cloth's up a bit, but my cloths are for a purpose and I use them for any purpose in the kitchen. As long as I get a good wash, it doesn't matter to me whether they have stains on or not. Okay, so same again, put this on, and this here will trap all the evaporation of the water, and you'll not have a sauce that's really sticky or runny, and if it does get very runny, just let it run with the lid off for a good while on high, and it'll thicken your sauce up a bit for you. Okay, I'm going to let this go now, and I'll bring you back later whenever it's done and we're having dinner. See you later. You sit there.